Hello everyone, Switched here. I decided to do a more different video I had done before. This is going to be about Twilight and Starlight. I made another video was more similar to explain where a theory who could be stronger if Starlight could be more powerful than Twilight. If you haven't seen the video, I will leave down in the comment section in the description box below. And, well, let's begin. Since we both know that Starlight is very gifted in magic, she literally can make up new spells by herself. And she can easily learn about old spells which has perhaps been used in a long time. Like the duplication spells and this speed spell. So, in front part of this, Starlight is very talented in magic. She is very quickly to learn new spells, and she has a very talent to make her own spells. Like the spell when she made with Sunburst, sending them back, not to exactly to their hometown, but to like a holographic version, and turning them both themselves into children. That makes her very talented and very powerful. As Twilight said that she might believe that Starlight could be its rivalry to her magic level. But could she be even more stronger than Twilight? If Starlight and Twilight had a battle against each other as a friendly battle to see who is the strongest in the magic. Of course, Twilight may have been some advantage, since she is an alicorn and she can fly, and even has strong magic. But Starlight can improve herself that she can use her magic to fly as well. But the speed, I don't know. But who would win between Starlight or Twilight? Since both of them has a very gifted in magic, but since Starlight has lack of advancements because she couldn't fly as fast as Twilight, since Starlight can use her magic to move as quick, but Twilight has been using her wings for much longer than Starlight has. So Twilight might have some advantage to use her wings. Even both are very skilled and knowledge in magic, and even Twilight has for a fact completed one of Star Swirl's old spells. She had literally studied all ancient spells. So it is possible that Twilight might be even enough knowledge, skilled as Starlight, since she knows about old spells as well. So who would they win against? If they had the same type of spells like they had in the Mark Remark. If they had the same type of battle for that episode in time, just to see who could be the strongest. That means to use all the magic they had, all the strength, all the speed, all the flight ability which they both has. So who could be the winning of the both? First, let's focus on Twilight, since she was personally born as a unicorn. But she was still very skilled as unicorn as well, even she was not strong as before now. Twilight had actually been studying magic since she was a filly. And how much of that? But since after she was granted to be a princess, she began access to more powerful magic, but it took time for her to even get that to use her wings. But even after that she could use her wings. She is very talented in magic, and she had proven herself to be worthy as a good challenge opponent. Twilight has been proven herself with all the magic that she been learned over the past few seasons. Like she can frozen her friends, and that she can frozen a number of other opponents in a larger group. But that requires a lot more strength and focus, which is maybe that's just part of its difficulty. But her ability as the flight has improved since she became a princess. At first, afterwards, she had very much difficult to fly. But after that, after Twilight had been learned about flying from Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and perhaps even Celestia. So that makes her a very fast and movable to avoid any magical hit from Starlight in a battle in mid-air or on ground. But since we know that Starlight is almost equally strong as Twilight, but who would win? So, and from Twilight's personal view, that she thinks that even if she says that Starlight is equally or perhaps a rivalry as strong as her, so this is possible that they might both be as equally strong. But even then, Twilight might be very fast in magic or in flight as well, after she has done some training. But it's possible that even Starlight might be even a core more quicker instead. Even if Twilight is fast in flight, that makes her some advantage. But if Starlight can use her magic to fly, or use that as Twilight you do in our season 1 when they can walk on clouds, Starlight can do the same. What if Starlight use that spell at the same time used her advantage to hit Twilight in that field battle? That is possible. And even if Starlight managed to hit Twilight, she can just easily teleport, use Order's shield, like it says Starlight would also. Both of them have seen proved to be very talented in shield magic, teleportation. So who could win in a battle between Twilight and Starlight? And now we go to focus on Starlight. Since we all know that Starlight is only a unicorn like Twilight used to be before. But Starlight had been proven over the past few seasons she had been intrigued. She had actually literally been proven that she could use magic to remove a cutie mark by using a stick. So that proves that she is talented in some magic. And even that we have also learned that Starlight has been improvement over the past few seasons, even that she is perhaps not as fast as in flight when you're using magic as Twilight is. So, but her magic in Star or in fight would perhaps get some less advancement as Twilight is. But since Starlight is very talented in making her own spells, she literally turned herself as Sunburst into children by using her own spell. But that was only like holographic parts of the spell. But still, she has very talent. She knows a lot of spells, including some old ones. She made a spell easily when she and Star Twilight was focused on her magical training. She used a spell to duplicate herself, and even using a speed spell. So, how much stronger could Starlight even be against a pair to Twilight? Well, we all know that Starlight has been improved over the past few seasons, and that she has been proving to be powerful. But exactly how powerful she is, it is unknown. But as Twilight said, that she's equally believed that she's equally rivaled as strong in magic as Twilight is. So it is possible that Starlight might be as strong as Twilight, even if that she is just a unicorn. But if Starlight has been proving over the past few seasons, and like Twilight did, what if she could be also be granted as a princess as Twilight? But the question is, what title would she be gained as? But in the battle between Twilight and Starlight, Starlight might have been using her advancement on ground, since Twilight might be more comfortable in air, that she can quickly easily move around, and Starlight maybe since she is as fast as Twilight in air while using magic. but she could still using spells like shield, barriers, or teleportation spells to try to avoid Twilight's attacks. But what if Starlight managed to teleport, or even using a speed spell and teleport back in the same thing? But that would also mean tiring her out, because more advanced spells requires more magic energy. So if Starlight decided to use some advanced spells, like instant teleportation and using her duplication spell, and then suddenly teleports once again and try to make shooting Twilight with her magic at the same time using teleportation spells in multiple locations at the same time. It would also exhaust her with her magic, even her energy. So if Starlight would use her magic to duplicate herself and teleport almost instant to the multiple locations, it would only make sense that she would more tire herself out of all exhaustion. So then it wouldn't be enough in order to be a smart move. No. But only if she only use that as the second part of like plan B. If she used like invisibility plan, like used to make herself invisible by just a spell, or just using her shield and then attack Twilight and teleport and make herself invisible, or perhaps teleport herself and end up behind Twilight either by using the flight spell and attack her from behind. That could work, but that requires a lot of thinking and focus. So the part of that, even if Starlight managed to, Twilight might even hear Starlight teleport behind her and react fast enough to teleport away. So there is possible from that. But who could win against the Twilight and Starlight? Since both of them are very talented and strong in magic and very gifted and also skilled in all kinds of spells. Even if the Twilight has been studying some ancient spells but having the capacity to use them, but compared to Starlight, she knows a lot of old spells and can make her own spells. So what if that she had made a spell that can help her to teleport to multiple locations without wearing her out of energy? Like teleporter just take from one step to one place to another, only to use less magic than regularly can happen. So the big question, who would win? Would it be a tie? Would it be Starlight or Twilight to win? Personally, I think it would be a tie, because since both of them are very strong in magic and also very gifted and very smart how to use the spell carefully, they would just use a spell and then think, oh, I'm gonna win. But then it turns out that Twilight might have something more, know exactly what Starlight is going to do, and use the spells and attack her and win. What if it was opposite? If Starlight know that Twilight is going to use this type of spell and use it and attack her, and she wins. But if they both manage to, use magic spells and attack at the same time, and both went out unconscious, and they would end up in a tie. So my personal think that this battle would only end up in a tie. But I don't know what others think. They might be saying that Twilight will win since she is an alicorn, that she has grants more powerful magic, granted from Starlight since she is a regular unicorn. But who knows? Even if Starlight is just a unicorn, she has been proven to be a very talented magical in spells. She can make her own, and she has studied very old spells, so there is still some chance that she might be able to win or have some advancements against Twilight. Even if Twilight is an alicorn, it might give her some granted in some stronger magic, but who knows? It is just a slight chance that Starlight might win over against Twilight, because she might use her old spells her own spells and had some skilled and how to figure out how Twilight would make her next move. And I don't know, but personally I believe that Starlight might have a very hard chance to defeat Twilight in a battle. But since we all know that Starlight is very talented and as is Twilight, but since we know exactly don't how powerful Starlight is, but she have been shown in the seasons that she have been introduced that how powerful she is. Like she can remove a cutie mark without type of spell, and she can make her own spell, and she can easily learn all spells and use it without any hesitation. So, but still from that, she is very talented, strong, she's very gifted as Twilight is. But my personal belief that it would only end up in a tie. But I won't know if they could be that if Starlight would win against Twilight. If Starlight win over Twilight, I would very much be surprised if Starlight was even stronger than Twilight. Then that she managed to win over her. So from that, I don't know. But from I can say that in from this video, Starlight and Twilight, who would win? My personal idea, they will end up in a tie, since both are very talented and very strong, but it could have some various other outcomes. Starlight could win, Twilight could win, and both could end up in a tie, or both decided to end the battle against because they just are equally strong, or that they just perhaps they just have battles a long time that they because just end up tired, so they will not have any more strength anymore. Who knows? But it can also depend what type of spells they would even be used. Like if they were using like normal spells or even use some advanced spells, old ones, their own ones, who knows? But what I believe it could end up in a tie. But if you all of you have your own theories or what you believe if who can win Starlight or Twilight, you can leave all that in comment section below. I would like to hear what all of you think, who could win, or if it's gonna be a tie or a drawback, or if how Starlight could win against Twilight if she would use her own spells, old spells, and combine them together to defeat Twilight in a battle. You can all leave that in the comment section below, and as always, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Diablo over and out.